Your Daily 180, 180 seconds of pure Bible study.
I hope you've been reading the Prologue, John 1, 1 through 18. That's John's opening statement to the jury. And you and I am in the jury box. And we have to render a verdict of belief or unbelief. We're going to take a big picture view of the Prologue today. We're going to take several days to walk through the first 18 verses. I hope you'll hang with us. This may seem a little bit detailed, but the prologue is so important. And then we'll pick up speed as we move on. But we're going to take our time and take time to think about this. Now, what we're going to do right now is take a big picture view. And some of this material I have borrowed from Homer Haley in his book, That You May Believe, when we talk about the prologue the next couple of days. In verse number 1 and 2, we read the words, "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was in the beginning with God." So number 1, and you have a chart for this, in these two verses we see, number 1, Jesus is eternal. In the beginning, before time, before that first second clicked off of time, Jesus was already there. He was in eternity with the Father and the Holy Spirit. As a matter of fact, we see in this verse, and it will become clear in the days to come, that his designation before he came to earth was the Word. And we'll talk about the significance of that more. He is the ultimate expression of the Father. That's what a word does, is express an idea. And Jesus enjoyed a face-to-face fellowship with the Father and the Holy Spirit. And then ultimately, Jesus is God, and the Word was God. Now, we'll talk more about that. Now, also, I want you to notice verses 3 through 5. It says, "All things were made through him, and without him nothing was made that was made. In him was life, and the life was the light of men, and the light shines in the darkness, and the darkness did not comprehend it." So in these verses, we see, number 1, Jesus is creator. He created all things. He provides authentic life. And by providing authentic life, he provides an understanding of nature, the nature of life, and how to find life. The darkness is incapable of comprehending it, and we'll talk more about that. There's a couple of possible meanings to that, but the darkness cannot overcome Jesus and his message. Now, tomorrow we're going to keep walking through this and get a big picture idea, and then we're going to go back and we're going to analyze it closer verse by verse. Join us again tomorrow for your Daily 180.